Hello again. This is Barbara Langston, CZT, and today I am doing day 29, which is Facet by Lynn Mead, CZT. And Facet is a grid tangle, and it can be done in a square. It can be done in a random type grid. It can be done in triangles. But for the most part, she shows it being done in a square grid that has been divided into triangles. So I'm going to start with that. It's going to show a grid. I'm going to divide this in half and then divide it again. And then I'm going to divide these again into triangles now. And then come across this way also. I've tried the random grid, and if you look on the step out from Lynn, you'll see several examples of the way that she did it, but I like it in a regular type grid rather than random. So that's what I'm going to show you. Okay, so now that you have your triangles, we are going to aura inside each of these. Okay, not such a perfect aura, but I don't do perfect, so it's okay. Again, I appreciate the awesome comments that I've received about doing these Inktober Tangle videos. I really appreciate it. I've enjoyed learning these. Some of these have been very new to me, so I've had to learn them so that I could teach them, and that's always a good experience. Hopefully you don't hear my dog in the background. Okay. But if you do hear strange noises, it's my dog. Okay. This was Lynn Mead's first tangle that she submitted to tanglepatterns.com, and she did this one before she became a CZT, and now she's just incredible, all the things that she's done. If you I can't remember the name of her website, but if you look up Lynn Mead CZT, she just has tangle cards that are really great to use. Okay, and her tangle cards have all kinds of patterns and stuff on them that I love to use. Okay, so now that you have all these auras inside, we're going to go from corner to corner. And when you're doing this, don't try to draw a straight line from this point to this point, because it's not going to happen. You just need to draw from one corner to one corner and this corner to here. because it's very rare that you get these lined up perfectly that you could just do a straight line. See, if I went exactly straight, I'd be going off this way. So, okay, so we're going to go from each corner. Keep turning. Well, that wasn't a very straight line. Here to here. Corner to corner. Turning your tile to make it comfortable for your hand. I'll jump over here to this one. And it doesn't matter if your lines aren't perfectly straight. If I were going a little bit slower, it would probably be better, but I just enjoy drawing one line at a time. Like Rick and Maria say, anything is possible, one line at a time. There you go. So that is Fassett. And for this one, to shade it, I would go where the lines meet. Maybe a little bit here. Where you have several lines meeting, it's always a good place to start with your shading. Okay. Might add a little bit more here in the center. And I'm just doing that the side of my pencil. And then I'm going to pull it out toward the edges. Trying to soften it so that you don't see an edge, hopefully, to that shading. Okay, that's just a very simple way to do it. Another thing that you can do on this is that you could round these corners a little bit. I've already got the shading on there, but I can still show you. Come in here and round these corners where they meet. I hope you're enjoying the fall weather where you're at. I'm on the Gulf Coast of Texas, and it's been nice lower humidity. I'm enjoying it. Okay, so I'm just going in where these corners all meet and rounding it just a little bit. And that gives you a little bit more drama, a little bit more detail. Can go in here to the center and do the same thing. So did I miss any? Probably, but there you go. So that's how it looks with a little bit of rounding. You can do this in a triangle. So I'm trying to make it fairly even as far as the side. So I'm going to start in the middle and bring that line over, turn and do the same thing. Try to find about the middle so it lines up here. And bring that down. And then the same thing here. And it's a little awkward, but it's okay. That's okay. All right. Now I'm going to do the same thing and put my triangles inside, my auras. Okay, so now I'm going to connect the lines, the corners. The line went inside a little bit, but that's okay. Okay. And one thing you could do is on this middle triangle, or this middle aura, I'm going to add graphite just to the middle one. And I like the effect that this gives. And then I'm going to put just a little bit there in the center. And then soften it just a little bit with my tortillon. Okay. So there it is in a triangle, triangles within triangles. And then I'm going to show you one other way that I like to see it. So I'm just going to try my best to do just a square. And I'm going to divide it in half. Divide it in half again. And then do my, you could do it this way, but I want to divide it like I did this one up here. And now I'm going to add just a small triangle in the very center. And I'm going to fill it in. And I'm going to bring one line down in each one of these. Okay, so I'm going to do that in each one. Just a small triangle, hopefully in the center of that triangle. And then bring my line down to each corner. I really like how this one looks when you get it finished. This is a very easy tangle, very easy pattern. I like patterns that are easy to remember. So that when I want to just sit down and do something to relax, this is an easy one to remember. Okay, so, oh, there we go. And you could, on this one, I'm going to add shading to just one side. So I did the bottom on that one. Let's just do this side. I'm going to turn it and just do this side. The one on the right that points to the corner. And do one on this side. And you could go back. Let's see how it changes it if we add it to this one also. What if don't be afraid to just try something different. That's the first time I've done it this way, so this is a new one for me also. And I'm going to get my kneaded eraser because I can pull it out so to kind of a point. I just want to take that little bit of graphite out of that one. So I like it that way too. So there you go. Very simple. And like I said, you could do a very random grid, and I'll show you how it looked on my sketchbook for this one, where I did a really random sizes of the triangles, and I just did not like how it looked, but I did enjoy the others and how they turned out. So there you go. That is day 29. Can you believe it? We're almost done. Fassett by Lynn Mead. Have fun with it. Thanks. See you next time.